Welcome, welcome. Shoo, what a week it's been, hey guys. It's like Valentine's Day on Monday. And for those who got lovely little prezzies and things, yay. I got some mooi blomme. It's been a hectic week, and I think so much has been compacted and shifted into this week with regards to what's happening in our court system at the moment. Lots of news there, and I sort of never really discussed the news, but there's so much this week that I really want to do, sort of just unpack a little bit of my thoughts and talk about what's happening. How's it? How you doing? Evening. Good evening, Vietnam. Yes, no, it feels like that, doesn't it? Oh my golly gosh. Did you have any special plans planned on Valentine's Day? Did what was it? A secret Valentine, a secret admirer. Yeah, send you anything? But yeah, so lots has been happening. And no wonder people are feeling exhausted. I think the year's really started. And I think people have really been sort of trying to get the year going, and commercially people are trying to invest in business. People are trying to, just sort of push a lot of the past 2 years onto getting it going, like steamrolling, like the trains have got to start moving. So yeah, there's that. I mean, for what I heard in the news this week, 2, 3 maybe animal events, there was a shark attack in Sydney. I don't know who heard that. I mean, that's just flipping crazy. But it makes sense, because guess what sharks actually eat? Sharks eat other sharks. And what are these bloody ocean liners doing? Or not liners, these massive and like commercial fishing vessels. They're killing all the sharks. So a great white was bound to chomp down on some poor oak in Sydney. I watched the video, horrendous stuff. Well, you don't really see him flailing too much, but that shark was fucking hungry. There was not much left of him. So yes, hola, Tracy's with us. How's it? Fiery Nessa, lekker. Welcome. Yeah, so how's that, hey? Sharks. Like, we're back to Jaws. So now apparently the plan is to try and lure him out to sea, or her, probably a female, lure her out to sea to try and get her into some sort of a environment that can get her eating again, and where there's a supply of fish or other sharks, so that they don't have to nyamsh on people. I mean, it's a bit hectic, that. And I've got a clip. There was apparently a MF snake on a plane. Do you see that? That was hectic. I'll show you the clip now. So if you haven't seen it, we'll just go into it quickly. I'll just show you an image. So what do you think? Like, when you think of snake on a plane, do you think it's like crawling on the ground? Like, when I heard the story, I was like, hoo, like, yeah. But Fiery Nessa says Aussie's also eating our sharks in their fish burgers. True, yeah. What? Flake and chips. That's what it's called. And they've discovered so much shark meat in their normal fish and chips. Yeah. Hello, Melis. How you doing? Yeah. Hope you're feeling better. Brandon says, love the color theme tonight. Thank you. We're in pink. I don't know why, but I'm never usually in pink. Maybe because of Monday's shenanigans, but I suppose pink is sort of more, red is sort of more of a color of love, l'amour. But so I'm gonna get to show you. I just want to see how I do this now. The snake, right? So imagine, Samuel L. Jackson happened to be on the plane. That's the whole thing. They were like, where's Samuel L. Jackson when we need him? Okay, so I'm going to show this to you quickly. I'm not going to let it get copyrighted.
AirAsia passenger filmed a snake slithering inside an overhead compartment on board an AirAsia flight from Tao. The flight was quickly diverted to the Malaysia.
Oops. I don't know. It won't let me, but you get the idea. Okay, so you get the idea. I don't want to have any copyright issues. But so the snake was above them in where the lights are. So obviously the snake was attracted to the warmth and thought, this is a lekker posy to hang out in. But I mean, like, imagine. Like, I can handle spiders. Like, I don't mind spiders. But slange. Nee, ek hardloop, ek vang die parachute, ek tune as it, I'm out of here. Like, no, I don't do the snake thing. Oh, hell no. But the whole time since I've been hearing, like, heard that story, all I could hear was Samuel Jackson's voice. Motherfucking snakes on the motherfucking plane. So yeah, but yeah, no, snakes on plane. No. Oh no, Farinessa, I'm not into snakes, thank you. Slimy and crawly, and that's also apparently a huge problem in Australia. They have lots of these critters around, like, and they're huge and they're enormous, and from spiders to insects to things. No. But yeah, so that's it. Then apparently there's been a typhoid outbreak, which has been happening in the northwest and some parts of the Western Cape. Obviously, I'm not sure in the immediate cities, like obviously the surrounds. So obviously they've either run out of chlorine. And yeah, so if you're in those areas, you need to start probably boiling your water and finding out if you can add some sort of I don't know, you'd have to probably consult a pharmacy or find out, how to purify your water. Kind of scary stuff. But yeah, it just makes you like, we didn't have water here. When was it? Last week? As early as last week, we didn't have water. It was like hectic. Yeah, a lot of Waterkloof, a lot of areas in Pretoria, just, there's no water. It's gone. It's dried up. So yeah, because of our lack of electricity. So South Africans, I think things are really, really shitty at the moment. I think people are really struggling. And wouldn't you know it, we've got a petrol increase coming next week. Yeah! Not next week, next month. Yay! And it's not just by a few cents. It's a whole R1 and I think 26, 4.95, which is a chunk of change if you add it all up. It's nearly R1.50. You could sort of round it off to. So yeah, for those, it is going to affect our pockets badly. And the truth is that fault lies completely with government. Like all the shit that's happening is due to this corrupt, stupid ANC. And I hope that the masses and the people that vote for them are starting to wake up. Like really, I really hope their SASSA grants are just not going to cover what they need to cover anymore. Like it's just, I don't wish anyone ill will, but people need to realize it's not going to happen anymore. It's just not cricket. And it's going to hit, and like there's an anorexic tax base. I heard someone use that term and I thought, what a brilliant way to describe the tax base, because the people that have jobs are being pinched for everything. I mean, it's like, why even bother going to work? Sorry, I'm not reading your comments. Let's see. Follow Search on Facebook. They have trackers on sharks. Oh, especially GW sharks. Yeah, we were talking about sharks just now. It's amazing how far these animals, these creatures swim. Even dolphins. I mean, those who know me know I'm a big dolphin. I don't support dolphinariums. I don't believe dolphins or any huge marine animals should be locked up in a fishbowl. It just doesn't work for me. So yeah, there's that. But yes, so things are going to get very ugly before they get better. And what's also been happening now, this is something obviously the DA is needing to collect on their debtors books, because they've taken over the municipalities and there are some serious debts out there, usually accumulated by government officials. Sorry, I've got a little, it's actually this side. I've got a little pimple on the nose, yes, and I didn't cover it up and I'm focusing on it. Isn't that life? You always focus on the bad. Anyway, woosa. But yes, there's a massive debtors deficits in the municipalities, and now they are going out and they are cutting a lot of what is mostly government SEOs, things like that. And I just want to say, like, with regard to how the municipalities have been run, and if you're in the property business, and if you know, I mean, even in your local household, if you have a query, if they've read the freaking meter wrong, to try and get them to adjust that to a normal reading is like, you have to ask Merlin for help. Like, you'll get more help from Merlin, because these oaks are incompetent. Now, obviously, the DA is trying to make things right. Is trying to get some money in and collect something that is owed, but there has to be responsibility and fairness on either side. I know that the DA is doing Zoom calls for municipalities. You can log in and do a Zoom chat regarding, they have it on different days of the week, different times, and you can sort that out. If you guys have my number, you're welcome to contact me and I can share the links, especially if you're in the Gauteng area. I'm sure if you contact your local councillor, they will be able to help you and sort out your utility account. But the inefficacy, and Lily, it sounds like a swear word, of the people that have been in place to actually do the work it's insane. There's no accountability. They just take estimates. I mean, we were discussing it at work, and like, let's say the head of some big SEO that's been cut in the last few days gets a bill. 480,000 rand for electricity. And obviously they don't consume that much. Let's say the building consumes 40,000 rands worth of electricity. They just think, there's a lot of money. Put it back. Put it in the file. We don't know what to do. We won't pay it. And so so instead of querying, okay, why? Go to the meter, check the meter, see if the reading on the account, on the second page of the account, corresponds with the reading on the actual meter, etc. And then the meter's number up. We've got premises where they don't even have the correct meter. The meter that they have on the account doesn't even exist at the premises, and they're billing us hundreds and hundreds of thousands. I mean, it's all estimates. It has to be, because it's not actual readings. So I know this is a bit boring, but it's so important to contact your councillors, contact people in power that can maybe help you get it right. Not just chuck it in a file and think, because if you do not pay your rates accounts at least, they can disconnect your electricity and your water. So yeah, that's a huge issue there. I know with households, I think usually the whole accounts is together, but with a lot of buildings and other properties, they separate the accounts. They have a water and sanitation, and they have an electricity, and then they have the rates account. But also, it's maybe I'll get someone on who works more in depth with it to talk about it. But yeah, cutting, I tell you, it's been chaotic, and I feel sorry for people who've been bamboozled by this. It's a huge shock when you come home and you've got this thing stuck on your door and you've been cut because you owe 60,000 rands worth in rates that they've just thumb sucked out of nowhere, or disconnected the wrong building, or the wrong addresses on the account, or the name is not even, they didn't even bother checking that they've got the right street number. It happens. I promise you, it actually freaking happens. It's a true story, and I know. So yeah, that's been happening there. And then obviously the great case that happened with the South African Jewish Board of Deputies was in the news. That Masuku, who ranted on about all sorts of hate speech, he's been asked to apologize and to make a big woo-ha about it. He's got 30 days to respond. So well done, Concourt, on that. So I think it was the Equality Court who put that in motion, and I think the case took about over 10 years, nearly 13 years to happen. So yeah, that's a win. And hopefully, Mark Oppenheimer, to you, salut, sir, Mr. Advocate, you are doing a fantastic job. I want to say thanks to you. You are really bringing the fight for all of us. You are saying what we've been meaning to say to this man, if I can call him that, for so long. I just think, I think it's just insane how he is so hateful. It's actually sad. It's very sad. He's just full of hatred. But yes, so that's sort of what I've been delving into and talking about, and we've all been Kakkenbetaal, die Wet van Transvaal. I think it's still going. Yeah, and a lot of the SE. Oh, hey, that's little one. He wants to be heard. We can. All right, Bobo, you can say hello to them later. So yeah, that's nogal funny. The ha ha. Yeah, it is like that. And I think Sandton City's electricity got cut like 4 hours ago or something, or a few hours ago. Ja, hulle gaan kak en betaal. And there's probably an arrears on the account, or there's some sort of problem. Look, I'm just using my own experience here. There's obviously some error somewhere. Someone put in a digit wrong. Listen, the incompetence is massive. Massive. So yeah, I think like we said, we're gonna hit rock bottom before we hit the good stuff. So yeah. But so I thought I'd give just a little anecdote on what I've been yeah, they said impressed that no, listen, they need to get their, like I said, their debtors book up. They need to definitely they need to get their money's worth, because the money's been pillaged. But unfortunately, the consumer, the taxpayer, is going to be hardest hit. You know, if you're in a building that gets cut and you happen to be a tenant in that building or whatever, your business is impacted. So it's got a definite knock-on effect, just like everything else, just like the petrol price. I know that the AA, speaking of the petrol price again, the AA had a petition out. The AA, not Alcoholics Anonymous, the Automobile Association. I actually don't know if it's still valid, but yes. So that's what's sort of been happening there, that they wanted you to sign a petition to say, Woza, we need to interrogate this. We need to, but it's because of our rand. Our rand is worth nothing. And oil has just gone straight up. It's just, I mean, it's now at the end of this morning was $92 a barrel. The close of business today, it was $93. So $1 is a whole 18 rand is another liter of petrol. Just by $1. That's literally another whole, yeah. So, yeah, let me not, yeah. Let's be happy. So who got spoiled on Valentine's Day? Let's hear. Were you treated? Did you go out for dinner? Did you go to your favorite restaurant? Or things, I mean, we got takeaways. Yeah, and it was good. It was worth it. We got some sushi, and yeah, I thought, why not spoil ourselves? Yes. So yeah, that was fun. But at the end of the day, everyone's just trying to make a buck, and everyone's just trying to keep afloat. And but I think as consumers, we have to put an end to it. Sort of put our foot down and just say, you can't do this to us anymore. Like we were literally being strangled in every which way. I mean, I've had so many staff members and people just saying they can't cope anymore, and I get it. It's just too much. Just too much. Yes. But yeah, it's a bit depressing. But like I say, we've got to go down before we go up, and hopefully we'll get to be up. We'll get there. We'll get there. The one thing South Africa has is like hope. I think a lot of people in the will to fight because they realize what an amazing place this is. And yes, this is cliche, and you've heard it all before. Oh yes, yeah. So it is what it is, and we don't want to leave our beloved country. We don't want to have to immigrate and have to do these things, because it's just gonna suck. Like, I don't want to necessarily go anywhere else unless I have to. I mean, it's a whole new life. I'm in the middle of my life. I'm kind of settled, you know. But yeah, so those are just a few sort of topics that I touched on. But it's hectic about the shark. And yeah, there was resolution on the snake on the plane was that they obviously landed short, I think, 500 miles of their destination, and then they had to obviously catch the snake, fumigate the place. I don't know why fumigate, but that's what the article said. Yeah, obviously, well, I suppose they mean clean the plane, and check there were no other babies on board. But yes, so that was all sort of taken care of, I suppose. And that's the thing. I think South Africa is going through a bit of a fumigation right now. You know, we need to be cleaned. We need to be scrubbed. All the rot needs to be washed away. And it's early days, but it's happening. And I think I'm getting excited. I am. Guys like Mark Oppenheimer, the Zondo Commission, we'll see still. Apparently there's still stuff coming out of there. So hold thumbs, people. Hold thumbs. Yeah. South Africa has tenacity. That they do. We're very tenacious. We want what we want, and we're hardworking. And yeah, we don't just give up. We don't. No, we know the good life. We want the good life. All trouser snakes should be checked in before floods. Well, I'm sure. Is there a payload on that? How's it, Brett? How are you? Hope you're well. Yeah, I actually haven't checked out Brett for a while. He's also got a YouTube channel called Brett Sesams. Everybody, check him out. Yeah, some interesting worldwide topics. A lot of topics on Africa. He likes reporting on South Korea. Yeah. On the African, no, not yet. Not yet. As far as I know, I think there's still going to be a while. I think there's lots to unpack. And the court, I actually don't know who the judge is. If anyone knows who the judge is, pop a comment. I haven't looked at it in depth. I've just been hearing, obviously, what's been streamed on the radio. I mean, it's horrendous. But there's no excuse for hatred. No excuse. In fact, Ronaldo Gous had an amazing video out a couple of hours ago. So check him out. It was a very, very inspirational video. He said a lot of truth, dropped a lot of truth bombs. Yeah, so check him out as well. Cool, guys. I'm going to call it a night. I just wanted to check in. Hopefully next week, Tuesday, we'll have Leslie on. She's an amazing life coach. She does a lot of self-healing and I don't want to say it now, but she uses Viktor Frankl method and sort of, I think there's another, I've forgotten it now, but she's incredible. She really is. She's an amazing woman. She's been through so many life experiences, and I think we could learn something from her. So yeah, check me out on Tuesday, and then we're having a chap on Thursday evening. He's in the film industry, and he's going to talk to us a little bit about that. So that should be hopefully interesting. And yeah. Cool, people. Have an amazing weekend. I know I'm so looking forward to it. Thank God tomorrow's Friday. I swear, these weeks are getting hectic. And that's the thing about January, February, March. March does. March has a public holiday. We just hope it falls close to a weekend, not smack bang in the middle of the week. But I know South Africans love their public holidays, right? And yes, it's tough, sort of stuffs up the apple cart, but I swear there's some days where I just think I just want a 3-day weekend. Like this last weekend was insane. I went to a 50th. I went to an incredible wedding. My God, it was like royalty. It was amazing. Mazel tov was incredible. So yeah. And I just felt like I needed a weekend from a weekend. I was popping the essential much better. Yeah. So guys, yeah, take that essential, have a relaxing, well-deserved weekend, and we'll check you on Tuesday. TTFN.